a mysterious signal that baffled scientists for decades. A signal so special that it can't be naturally produced by Earth. Was it an attempt from aliens to contact us? Did we miss it? In 1977, while working on a search for extraterrestrial intelligence project at Ohio State University, Jerry R. Amon detected a strong narrowband radio signal that seemed to be an excellent candidate for extraterrestrial transmission. The signal was so strong and unique that Amon wrote the word "wow" next to the data on his computer printout, giving the signal its famous name. But what was the wow signal, and where did it come from? These questions have puzzled researchers for decades. And to this day, the source of the signal remains a mystery. Today we are going to be talking about one of the most mysterious signals ever detected by humanity. The wow signal. We will explore the details of the wow signal, the theories that have been proposed to explain it, and the efforts that have been made to try and detect it again. So sit back, grab some popcorn, and get ready to dive into the world of the wow signal. Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. On August 15, 1977, Jerry R. Amon was working on a SETI project at the Big Ear Radio Telescope at Ohio State University, when he detected a strong narrowband radio signal coming from the constellation Sagittarius. The signal was so strong that it was easily distinguishable from the background noise, and it seemed to match the expected signature of an extraterrestrial transmission in several ways. For example, the signal was only present at a frequency of 1420 MHz, which is a frequency that is thought to be used by extraterrestrial civilizations to communicate. This is not a frequency that is naturally produced by Earth. The signal also had a very narrow bandwidth, which is another characteristic that is thought to be associated with extraterrestrial transmissions. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of the signal was its duration. The wow signal lasted for a total of 72 seconds, which is a relatively long time for a radio signal to be detected. This suggests that the signal was not a random natural occurrence, but rather a deliberate transmission from some kind of intelligent source. The wow signal's strength and duration seemed to be beyond the capabilities of any known terrestrial technology at the time, leading many researchers to conclude that it was an extraterrestrial transmission. However, despite numerous follow-up searches, the signal was never detected again, and its source remains unknown to this day. Since the wow signal was first detected, a number of theories have been proposed to explain its origin. Some researchers have suggested that the signal could have been caused by a passing comet or some other natural phenomenon. According to this theory, the wow signal was produced when the radio waves from Earth passed through the coma of a comet, which is a cloud of gas and dust that surrounds the nucleus of a comet. The coma of a comet is known to produce a variety of radio emissions, and it is possible that the wow signal was produced when the radio waves from Earth passed through the coma of a comet and were modified in some way. However, this theory is not without its problems. One of the main issues with the comet theory is that no comet has ever been observed to produce a radio signal as strong as the wow signal. Another theory that has been proposed to explain the wow signal is that it was an intentional transmission from an extraterrestrial civilization. According to this theory, the wow signal was a message that was deliberately sent to Earth by an intelligent alien race. The fact that the signal had a very narrow bandwidth, and was only present at a frequency of 1420 MHz seems to support this idea. This is because these characteristics are thought to be associated with extraterrestrial transmissions. However, this theory also has its skeptics. One of the main criticisms of the extraterrestrial transmission theory is that it is difficult to explain why the signal was only detected once and has not been detected again. If the wow signal was an intentional transmission from an extraterrestrial civilization, it seems unlikely that it would have been sent only once and not repeated. This has led some researchers to question whether the signal was truly an extraterrestrial transmission, or if it was some other kind of natural phenomenon. Since the wow signal was first detected in 1977, there have been numerous efforts to try and detect it again. One of the main challenges in trying to detect the wow signal again is that it was only detected once, and we don't know exactly where it came from or what caused it. This has made it difficult for researchers to determine the best way to search for the signal, and as a result, many different approaches have been tried. One approach that has been used to try and detect the WOW signal again is to use radio telescopes to scan the sky for signals that match the characteristics of the original WOW signal. This involves using sensitive radio receivers to scan the sky at the frequency of 1420 MHz and looking for signals that have a narrow bandwidth and a duration of 72 seconds, the same characteristics as the original WOW signal. There have been several other efforts to try and detect the WOW signal again, including using advanced algorithms to analyze data from radio telescopes and searching for patterns or anomalies that might indicate the presence of an extraterrestrial transmission. Another approach that has been tried is to use machine learning techniques to analyze data from radio telescopes in order to identify signals that are likely to be of extraterrestrial origin. While these approaches have not yet led to the detection of the WOW signal, they do offer some hope that we may one day be able to solve the mystery of its origin. Despite the challenges in trying to detect the WOW signal again, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence remains an active area of research, and there are many scientists and organizations around the world that are dedicated to this quest. The SETI Institute, for example, is a non-profit organization that is devoted to the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, and it has a number of ongoing projects that are aimed at detecting signals from other civilizations. In addition, there are many amateur astronomers who are also involved in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, and who are using their own equipment and resources to try and detect signals from other civilizations. Overall, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence is a fascinating and ongoing field of study, and the WOW signal remains one of the most intriguing and mysterious signals that we have ever detected. Whether the WOW signal was a message from an extraterrestrial civilization, or some other kind of natural phenomenon, we may never know for sure. Thank you for watching.